Hello, everybody. My camera's not working. Curious. All right, let's see. Make sure we have sound at least. And okay, we do have sound. We just don't have a camera, which may not be a bad thing. I know it's not the worst thing in the world, but let me unplug it and plug it back in to the old IT test. Interesting. Okay, Sven cam off, on, properties. Deactivate, activate. What is happening here, folks? That's not what I wanted. There we go. All right, let's try this. Pull up my X split and see what's happening. There we go. All right, let's see. All right, refresh the camera. Okay. That's just bizarre. How bizarre? How bizarre. Ding, 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 ding. All right, well, let's kill this one then. I'm going to remove this one and try to add it again and see what happens. Welcome, everybody, to another lovely day. Let's see. Doing a little bit of D&D prep. Worst case, if I cannot get this to work, then I'll just simply not have a camera. So won't be the worst thing to ever happen. It's weird because it's working just fine when I custom audio device. No, I don't understand what's happening. Because I'm looking right at it, it's showing me the camera's working. I've never had this happen before, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Interesting. Okay, well, let's save it. And I'm just gonna put my camera sort of right here, slap it here for now. We'll put it down below the border. And then we'll just turn it off. I don't understand what's going on. All right, but like I said, we don't need the camera to do the stream. So let's go ahead and get rolling here then. So what we're doing is we're getting toward the end of the stuff that I have planned. And so I'm looking for the next step, and I'm thinking about incorporating something that was rewritten in this, but I'm looking to see what my options are. My people are pretty high level, and so I'm looking for some guidance and some an adventure or a little pre-made thing that's not going to take forever. I might just build it completely homebrew But let's see. So looking at, of course, the Tales from the Yawning Portal has several different books. This is not the one I wanted. Let's see. I'm looking for the level. Um, there's a level guide somewhere that tells you what levels each of these adventures are. So like this one here is, okay, those are just the numbers. Here we go. Is this what I wanted? I'm looking for the thing that says this one is for levels this through this. This one is for levels that through that. And I've seen it before. I just don't know where. So I'll pull this over here so you can see what I'm doing here. Because I had found it, I just don't know where it was that I found it. This is the one I just looked at. It's not going to help me. All right. See, there's enough dungeon here to run a complete campaign and bring your players all the way to 15th level, which you'll dutifully kill them afterwards in the Tomb of Horrors. Um, there was, just trying to find, there was one, here we go. I don't really like White Plume Mountain. It might be Dead in Thay is what I was thinking of. Yeah, I think it's Dead in Thay. So let's take a look at Dead in Thay, and that's one that would explain why I have it already loaded in my stuff. So let's take a look. So if you go here, let me close all these out so you can see what I did here. Um, if you go here to your modules and you open up activation down here, you then search by name or author. I mean, there's several different ways of finding it. You then click load or unload, depending on what you want. Boom. And then it shows up here. So in this particular case, this is Dead and Thay. Click. So what I'm looking for is the reference manual is awesome. It's like having the PDF. Because you just go page to page. It has pictures in it, the whole 9 yards. Why isn't this? See, it's got the pictures embedded in it and everything else. This is the reference manual. A lot of the bigger ones will have it. Um, the original cover art from 2014, pretty cool. I'm trying to find, this is really annoying that it doesn't say anything about what level they're supposed to be when they go into these things. All right, yeah, this just goes into more detail about the different characteristics and all the different things. The cool thing about the reference manual is these links will then open up as you saw the story. All right, so let's go to wow. Here's DM's crib sheet. Does this have what I'm looking for? Let's see. This is for, all right, this is just for the dungeon. Okay. All right, so this is taking much longer than I want. So what we're going to do then is we're just going to ignore this for now. So what is going to happen is in today's, we're going to be working on a map, finishing up the map that we were working on before, which is this one. Got about 45 minutes to an hour to work on this map. What's happening is they're coming down underneath the city of Nashkill. They come into this huge cavern and they find a army down here. Um, and so I was just setting up the map with the army on it. So we've got these big tents. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up some campfires. Um, anyway, so what I'm gonna do, just to get back to what we were just talking about with the yawning portal. I'll keep looking outside, look for other things. I have other choices I can do. I have other uh, short little mini dungeons and things. I may just craft one myself. In the storyline, what's happening is they are just finishing up this story arc of stopping the army that was preparing to attack Amen, and they are then going to now that that's thwarted, they don't have a particular goal at this point. So it's really up to them where they want to go from here. Um, I can railroad them into a mini dungeon, uh, but in the meantime, we'll see what they want to do. They mentioned going back to a location they'd already gone to before. What's up, Atomic? Welcome, welcome. So we'll see what they want to do, maybe get an idea. I don't think it's going to happen tonight. It'll probably be next week before this is all finished up and completed. Uh, so we'll play it by ear and see what happens. It gives me a couple weeks to have to plan. I have some ideas. They have where's my notes? Okay, so under notes as a DM, I have plots. So these are all plots that I have set before them, and that's the thing with homebrew is you can do, with a homebrew, it's a little harder unless you're going to railroad them and you have your own plot. I've been trying to keep this homebrew more open and more planned. They know there is a bad guy, and I'm going to have them. There's going to be like a flashback, a little cut scene tonight to sort of remind them about a little bit more of what's going on. Um, but for the most part, they've been able to do whatever they want, and so. Uh, and then as they travel and they do these different things, they've been running into these different locations and stuff. And so that's how I've been doing the homebrew. They're now level 10, and um, they're they've become pretty not notorious, but pretty famous in the city they come out of and stuff. So we'll take a look and see what they want to do. I'm going to remind them of some of the things here. Um, there are some people that they've fought that have fled that I might bring back into the story. Uh, I've done that once already. Um, and so there's pretty much now at this point, there's only been three things that they haven't really discussed much, and haven't really tracked down much. Um, so I might bring those things back into play. But if the party has never researched them and never cared about them, I don't want to shove it down their throat like a railroad. So, um, okay. And if you're not familiar with the term, the two opposite extremes for a dungeon master and how he runs his campaign are railroad and sandbox. Um, and there's not necessarily a bad it's not necessarily a bad thing in either case. The sandbox is you just put the characters in the middle of the sandbox and just say, okay, go. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? And every time that they finish an encounter or finish a story, you say, okay, now what do you want to do? And it's totally driven by the character's choices. Um, and there might be some, you might put a toy in a couple different locations in the sandbox, but it's up to them which toy they go to or which one they go. Whereas a railroad, they are on tracks and they are doing the story that's put before them. There's no turning left or right. They can't leave the railroad. They're going straight down the tracks, following the story. And that's like a lot of the big modules. Skyrim rather than Super Mario. Exactly, Atomic. And like I said, there's not necessarily bad things about either one. I mean, I love both. I prefer myself Skyrim over Super Mario-esque games. Like, so you have Skyrim and you have Dragonlance, both great games. But with Dragonlance, you're pretty much railroaded down or down this one particular storyline. You can try to veer off every once in a while, but you're basically going to have to go back to the main story. Uh, Whereas Skyrim, you can do whatever you want. And I know a lot of people who have played hundreds of hours and have never completed the game, me being one of them. Um, anyway, so like I said, it's not bad to say, well, I'm being railroaded. Well, it makes it easier, much easier for the players. They can just focus on role playing. They can focus on the game instead of trying to figure out, well, what will my character do? What do I feel like doing? So anyway, I say all that to say, let's I need to have come up with a couple of different ideas of where they can go, toys to put in the sandbox for them, because they're going to be finishing with this story within the next week or two, and I don't want to be caught totally without unprepared. Um, but that's the nice thing about Fantasy Grounds is even if they totally change their mind on everything and just leave, I can pull stuff right here from Fantasy Grounds, slap it, have maps, have encounters, have everything ready, already done. Because there's a lot of pre-made stuff in Fantasy Grounds that I can use, so it's great. Um, but I do want to take a quick moment, do a shout out to Atomic. Check him out, Atomic_Hero Squad. I was hoping to catch him this morning, but uh, I ended up having to drive somebody to work, so I missed the end of his show. But he's been doing Cover Fire, which is a really cool shooting game. But he does a lot of different games, so he usually does 2 or 3 a day, different games as he checks in and does these different things. Most of them are I would say 90+% of them are on the Switch, and so he has a great community as well, very interactive. So check him out. He's a great guy. He's definitely worth checking Monday through Friday from on the Eastern time, 8 to 11. So nope, that's wrong. He is 8:30 to 1. Anyway, so check him out. Okay, so let's build. This is a huge army encampment. We've got a river running through it for water and sanitation, which is going to happen down here. But we're just going to throw some campfires out, some smaller tents, and then bedrolls, uh, and we'll see how it plays out. Let's go with go open up our assets. So I have access to the map packs. It's a subscription. I think it's like $5 a month, or so much a year. I think I did the yearly one. Definitely worth it because you have access to every single map pack Fantasy Grounds crew have put out, and they put out 2 a month. I'm just going to put camp under. I have all selected. Um, you can also buy them individually. So if you want to purchase them individually, they're like $10 each. So okay, so there's a lot because camp is part of campaigns. Let me go to camp space. There we go. Goblin camps, bandit camp. Okay, so let's go to campfire. So what I do is when I'm searching for things, I put in specifically exactly what I want. Same thing when I'm looking for images. If I'm looking for a dragonborn, a female dragonborn warlock with an owl familiar, I'll type all that in into the Google and see. Every once in a while, they have exactly what I'm looking for. Usually they don't, but at least that's a place to start, and then I'll dial back from there. So here's some campfires. Okay, now keep in mind, this is a character right here. So this map is very, very huge on purpose. Um, this is, let's find out. Oops. So for example, this section of cavern is 390 feet across. This, come on. 390 by 430 feet. So it's a big boy. And pointers, remove. So I drew those arrows by double clicking both of the buttons on the mouse. Oh, I keep forgetting my stupid camera isn't working. Double clicking both left and right mouse buttons at the same time, holding them and then dragging. There's lots of different things you can make, shapes and things you can do by pressing and holding the different buttons. But anyway, so we're just going to start by throwing some fires over here. All right, so we open this up. We're going to go move these over here so we can see what we're doing. We're going to go to our, right now we have tents river. Let's go ahead and add another layer. We get a painting layer. Plus, and we're going to call it fires. All right, and then I'm going to go here, drop this in here. That is not the one I wanted to drop. There we go. It's 1 by 1. So it's a 5 foot by 5 foot. It's a little bit bigger than I want it to be. I'm going to put it down just a little bit, 0.8. We're keeping the aspect lock, so it'll both be 0.8. So we're just going to start throwing these out. Boom. Okay, now we're going to go to our stamp mode instead of our line mode. And now we're going to start throwing them out. Boom. Boom. Trying to be sort of random. Okay, we're going to move the whole map. Going to zoom out a bit. And then the plan, so we're going to put some bigger one here. Zoom in so we can see what we're doing. Yeah, this will be in front of this one. Put it back down to 0.8. The plan then is to build tents and bedrolls around these fires. So we're going to do another larger one over here. Put it back down to 8. Put another large one over here in front of this tent. All right, we'll just leave this area up here blank. All right, so we're done with our fires. I could have changed the campfires. I could have done a lot of different things. I really don't care that much to worry about it. So what I am going to do though is go to lighting, and I'm going to go to add light, and I'm going to go to click on make sure this one, no, make sure my, hold on a second. Did I mess it up? I did mess it up. Okay. All right, so this has nothing on it. I'm just going to delete this. We're going to rename this painting layer to fires. All right, so now on this layer, we're going to add lighting. And it's going, the behavior preset is going to be I'm going to put a torch. I'm going to make it bigger than a torch. Make it bigger than the preset. So let's going to go with 30, 60, flickering, color. I want to care. That's fine. I'll just go like this. Okay. So now I just go click and add it to all these campfires that we just put on there. So what this will do is it will make these pockets of light. I'm going to move them. There we go. All right, and so now if you want to see what it looks like, we go here, we go to lighting. See? So we've got all these pockets of light. scattered throughout this cavern. The rest of it will be in darkness. Um, and I think it'll be a cool effect because the players, as they zoom out, they'll be able to see that far. And they'll be able to see this is a huge, huge map because it's going to start with they're on top of this ledge. So it'll be cool. And actually, this is what it'll look like. Little pockets of light. All right, turn these off. So we've got our fires. So now we go back to tents. I'm going to add the rest of the tents. So I'm clicking back on this. And we want, again, we're going to go into our assets. This time we're going to put tent. It's going to have tentacles as well, but that's fine. I don't mind. So we have a camp tent here. We have a tent here. We have some small little goblin tents, and I think we're going to use all of them, just different little uses. Little lean-tos and stuff. So I'm gonna use bits and pieces of each of them in different locations. So let's start with this one. So we go to make sure we have the tent. We go to painting, tent, and we're gonna go add this to it. One by one, okay? So now I go back here. I'm just gonna put one here. Again, I need to do the stamp. Turn it. Turn it. And shrink it down just a little bit. So I'm holding Shift to turn and using the mouse wheel and Control to change the shape. I'll put it back up to 1 by holding Control, mouse wheel. All right, we'll put another one here. We're gonna flip it. Stick a couple of them right there. All right, now we're gonna move this around. And we'll put some over here. Put like a circle. Shift to turn it. And we're just making a little half circle here around this big old tent. His vassals or his whatever that might be. They can try to figure that out. All right, and then we're going to throw some over here. Change the size, shift it. So I plan on putting a lot more bedrolls than anything else. And we're going to put these guys in an orderly fashion over here. go. All right, so now we go back to our tent pictures, and let's switch over to this guy. One by one also. All right, so now we throw it here. There's no real opening to these, so we're just gonna slap these down. Turn it a little bit so it's not, doesn't look exactly uniform. All right, we're gonna throw some over here because this one doesn't have anything. And we'll put a couple over here. All right, now we're done with this one. Let's go to this style of tent. This is 4x3, so we're just gonna have this be like the wash tents and stuff down here. So we'll put 2 here, facing. There we go, boink, and 5 feet apart, boink. There we go. It's like the wash or the mess tents, or who knows what these are used for. All right, so we'll have a couple of these lean-tos. Drop them in. This is 3x3. No, we're going to have it be 2 by 1.3. Yeah. So we're just going to throw a couple of these over here. We're going to put one over here. We're going to flip it. And throw another one over here. Turn. I'll have 2 of them side by side. Little lean-tos that people are using. All right, and then we're going to go. Let's see. I don't want any of the colorful tents. I don't really like these round ones. Not going to worry about that. All right, so I'll throw this guy down. We'll put a couple of these down. Turn. We're going to put a bunch of them on this around this one. This is going to be their style of tent. Make it a little bit smaller. All right. And the last one we'll do is this guy. Make him a little bit bigger because he seems to be smaller, especially compared to these other ones. Control to make it bigger. All right, and this one doesn't have any, so we'll put a couple over here. All right, so we're good with our tents. Let's now go to bedroll. Actually, we'll throw one of these down here. Want to see what the difference is. It's a little bit of a difference here, so we'll go ahead and put these as like the mess tents. The food tents will be here. We'll turn them. We'll put 2 here. Come on. There we go. And then we'll put 2 over here. Shift a little bit. Okay. Then we're going to have, let's go with torch. We'll put a couple torches out there. There we go. I like these. Let's go with this one. Click. So we're going to stick him with the fires. We'll put him with the fires. Click. And he's 1 by 1. So let's zoom in. Make sure it's on stamp. Fires. And we're going to put a torch here. At the entrance, we're going to put lit torches. Shift it a little bit to go. Click. Flip. Click. And then we're going to slide over across the river. Click. Flip. Click. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing down here by the wash tents. We will put torches. Click. 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 Okay, now we go back to lighting. Make sure fires is lit. This time I'm going to make them actual torches. And we add light. Go back to add to torch. I keep forgetting to do that first. Okay. Make sure my fires is the one that's lit. And then we go add, 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 zoom out, add, 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 add. All right, back to my tents. Back to my painting layer, tents. We're going to go, now we're going to go to bedroll. I know I've seen more than that. Let's try just bed. See what happens. See how many crazy. Oh, barbed. So anything that ends in BD. Here we go. See, so we've got a bed of hay. Got these. We got these. Nice. All right. So again, we're gonna start adding a bunch. Zoom out. We're in our tents. Escape. I don't know what that was. Oh, it's a brush. All right. So we're gonna go to stamp. I need to do one thing real quick, guys. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. I'm back. Apologize for the delay. See if my camera wants to work. It does not. Okay. All right, all right. I'll try to figure out what that is. Hopefully, it'll be there for the game tonight. That would be a bummer if it wasn't. All right, so we're adding bedrolls. So I've got my bedroll in here. This is a little big. I don't want it to be the same size as the tents. So we're going to make this 0.7. Oh, okay, here it is. This is the one, the width. So we're going to make this 1. Keeping the thing, so we're going to zoom in. Very cool. All right, so there's going to be a couple extra bedrolls here on this one. Again, with shift to change, just to move it a little bit. Direction. Okay. Now we're going to throw, there was a couple fires, like this fire here doesn't have anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change the color a little bit. Let's go for more of a, like an orangish. Not, whoa, 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 too much, too much, too much. There we go. More of a yellowish. Turn down. There we go. It's just a darkerish. Click. Just have a collection of them here. Okay, and then we're going to throw a couple more down here. Change the color again. Go to add some more blue to it. There we go. It's more of a gray. I like that. There we go. Okay. Add one here. Jump over here. All right, so now let's switch it up. We're gonna throw, let's take a look and see what else, other choices we have here. Go to the next page. Okay, these are all actual beds. Okay. Wait, what was that? What was that? What was that? Troll bed. I like that. Let's make it a little smaller though. Throw in a couple it's like rags and stuff that they threw down, put together. Okay, and now we'll go back. And let's go to our other bedroll. Here we go. This guy. It's a lot darker. And we're going to make him a little smaller. Let's make him 1. Yeah. See, so when compared to the other bedrolls and stuff, they're just smaller. Shift. So we're looking to just add these things here. Just to put just give a little bit more oomph. I don't think I can make it any lighter. Let's see if we go to like the white. No, it doesn't make it any lighter at all. That's fine. All right, so there we go. So what's going to happen is, we'll take a look and see how it looks. So we go here to lighting. We go here to player view. See? So as they come in here, they'll come down here and they'll start seeing some lights. And they're like, what? And then wham! They see this huge open cavern. Let's go to the combat tracker. Let's delete him. Go to the combat tracker. I'm going to add him again. Alright, oops, I put him in the wrong spot. Okay. Alright, hold on. Hold on, I gotta see. Can't see, man. Can't see. Here we go. That's why. Boom. Alright. Alright, so now as they come down this corridor here, they can see this. And they come out and they just see this huge expanse. Can't even tell how big this thing is. Tents and people and stuff. And they are flickering. So if you can zoom way in, you can see that the light's flickering a little bit. Flicker, flicker, flicker. So now, last thing I want to do is I'm going to add. Do I want to add people or not? I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to add some people. So let's go. So I've got all these things here. Good. So let's add one more painting layer. Add painting layer. People. Go to layer, paint, people. Okay. And we go to stamp. Okay. So now we go to our assets and we go to soldier. Again, I've got them all selected. So images, portraits, all that's going to show up. Okay, this is what I was looking for. These type of head down, top down things. I am going to throw in some of these silly people just to see if they're paying attention. So we'll start with him. We're going to go with these three. So we'll go poof. And we're going to make it a little bit smaller. We're going to make them 0.8. All right, so it's on people. We've got all that done. We got the stamp. Good. So we're going to go click, click, Okay, I'm going to do 8 of these guys, okay? 3, flip. 4, 5. Okay, I lied. I'm not going to do 8. I'm going to do 5, and I'm going to drop him in. I'll drop him in. He's going to be over here by the tent. Flip. Alright, and then we'll go here. Alright, so now let's try Warrior. See what pops up. I might throw a couple of these guys in here. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. One by one. Click. Just for fun. Why not, you know? We'll put these guys over here by the here we go, some Dwarven Warriors. Perfect. Gonna make these smaller. 0.7. I'll put these guys over here. And we'll put another one over here. One over here. Okay. Yeah, I like the dwarf. That was a good one. Alright, so we're just filling in this army with tokens. Again, this isn't necessary. We could have done all this theater of the mind if we wanted to. I'm going to throw him down just for fun. Stick him over here by the fire. We'll put her, sort of a Easter egg. Throw her over here. She's coming out of the tent. Here's some Dragonborn peeps. We'll put them over here. We'll put him coming out of the food tent. Here we go, some nice warriors. Zoom in, we'll blow him up a little bit. Shrink him down some. All right, what else we got? What else we got? All right, so let's go with mercenary or merchant, depends. Okay, so nothing there. So let's go with, we have warrior fighter. How about wizard? So we're pretty much done. I'm just we'll put a shrink him down just a bit. Turn him. He's gonna be over here. We'll put another one down here by the fire here. We'll put another one over here by the big tent. All right, we have our couple wizards. Last thing I wanted to do is I did want to throw some barrels and some crates and things over in the corner. Because that's where the storage is for the army. Here we go. Dead bodies. Could just make a big pile of them. Alright, so we're gonna make a group of women right here. This one doesn't have anybody. Alright, so let's go with crates. There we go. Alright, so let's see. I thought there was a grouping of them. Yep, there we go. Right there. Boom. Okay, so we're gonna go back to our lighting, turn them off. Alright, so we go to our I'm gonna put this with the tents. I'll put them in the painting layer. Actually, I don't even know what this does. Oh, this is the yeah, I'm not sure what painting layer this is, if it's anything, so I'm just gonna stick it here. Go to our painting layer, put it here. We'll put crates, boom. We're gonna Control Z that one, and then go to stamp. And we're gonna blow it up a lot. Yeah, they wouldn't be this big in real life, but the point is they're just there. So we're just showing the fact that this is where the supplies are. Boom. Go back to our map. And crates. All right, and then just for go back to fires. Do I have a brazier? Should have a brazier, don't I? I do have braziers, so we'll just put a couple of braziers over here. Slap it, stick it on fire. Okay, and then we go stamp. And we'll go control, boom, boom, boom. Go to our lighting. Go to add light. Go to lantern. Click, click. All right, so we are good. Let's take a look at our map. So there we go. Here's our map of our camp. As we zoom in, you see we've got people. I should probably put more people down. I do have Star Wars. Let's try Star. I have a bunch of Star Wars people. They're from the top down as well. 1109. I gotta go. I gotta go. But let's see how many pages this is. But there were a bunch of. Oh wow. Okay. I guess they aren't called that. Okay. I'd have to look in my tokens. Let's. Yeah. There we go. Anyway. So there we go. It's a start. It's mostly done. It'll work this way, and then I can just um, there we go. So like I said, it'll work. It'll enough for what I want. I'm gonna get rid of him. If I have more time, I might throw some more tokens on there, some more people. Uh, I have a lot more. Uh, I'll just find villagers and other things like that. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you have questions, drop them down below. Uh, make sure you come check us out as we're going to be playing this tonight from uh, 7 to 10 Pacific time, starting at 10 o'clock over on the eastern side of the world. So check it out. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Send a link to your grandkids, and whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, Mr. Atomic. I will. I will definitely have a good day. Thank you.